All right, everybody. Happy Friday. It's TylerVision. You and me, 2 hours. Let's do this thing. What do you say? Another very busy news day. Of course, as promised, making good on a promise he made during the campaign. He has President, of course, has signed an executive order to pretty much decimate the federal Department of Education. Although he can't necessarily abolish it himself, that has to go through Congress. You have to have 60 votes in the Senate, in fact, which will probably prove to be a heavy lift, considering there's only a 52 majority. But anyway, he's going to severely change how the DOE is run, returning a lot of the matters of the Department of Education federal back down to the states and the local level, which, I guess the argument there is, of course, the DOE only was created back in '79. Carter created the DOE, so it's not like a founding father agency. However, I think the belief is the tenets of the Constitution are small federal government and large state and local governments. That's kind of how they frame the Constitution. And of course, I think we all know that that's been upended, over many, many years, of course, of bureaucratic red tape, bloat, all those things. But, so that's the argument to be made is, hey, it's going back to local governments and back to state governments, which is, again, one of the tenets of the Constitution. So we'll see how that goes out. Of course, there's going to be legal battles over everything. And we've seen all the damage done to the Teslas. People are not really happy with, speaking of governmental bloat, with Elon Musk. Well, apparently there's federal charges now. 3 people have been charged in some Tesla attacks. So that's going to continue on. So always things going on, always news. But I suppose that's why I've got a job. Well, police in Akron, Ohio had a unique chase on the highway with a bad girl. Why'd you make me say that? Officers chased this female goat they later named Fugitive. It happened on Ohio State Route number 8 last Friday. She didn't let up. She's seen darting into the road, barely avoiding being hit by cars. Police were eventually able to capture her with some petting, of course. She was safely loaded into a vehicle and turned over to an animal rescue group, which took her to a farm. I guess we just offered her like a can. What do goats like to eat? They eat paper. We had goats on the show on Monday. They ate shoes, paper, like wires. I don't know. Cute little thing, though. Little goat. I bet, they should have done a little yoga. The guys in the cruiser, throw in the back, do a little yoga back there. The officers, I'm telling you, it would have been relaxing. All right, it is trivia time for the first time today. What is the shape of a goat's pupil? Square, diamond, circle, or rectangle? I'm going to say diamond. I'm going to jump on it. I'm jumping on the diamond right there. I just feel like I'm trying to remember Mike, our goat. I just sounded like a goat just then, didn't I? It's easy to do. You sound like a goat. I feel like it's a diamond. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm doing it. I ain't scared. How about you? Take a stand for something. Square, diamond, circle, rectangle. Pick up that phone. Hit that QR code. Take a guess. We'll talk about it in 45 minutes or so. I wish I had a goat today on the tail end of weather. Somebody send me a goat, would you? First, if you love whiskey, produce, or maybe just plain old motorboating, all the great things may be impacted with new rounds of tariffs as 47 tries to create an even playing field. Yesterday, Jeanette Womble and I were talking about, here in town anyway, that there are, in fact, some houses that are affordable for basically, most anybody, even if you're renting. But if you're a Gen Z home buyer, according to Realtor.com, there are some spots that you probably could maximize where you might want to move. As far as cost of living and house affordability. Wichita, Kansas, $224,000 for a house. Birmingham, Alabama, $185,000. Youngstown, Ohio, $136,000. Des Moines, Iowa, $267,000. Jackson, Massachusetts, where's that? $274,000. I don't know. I don't think I'd want to live in any of those towns. Dayton, Little Rock. Birmingham would be kind of cool, I suppose. But there you go. If you don't want to stay here. After all, we are kind of full, right? But okay, and the median house here in at least the Columbia area, I believe, is $280, I think, just for reference, $280. So there it is. Oi, oi, get out your beret and a glass of wine, and especially a delicious baguette. It's National French Bread Day. Did I say oi, oi right? Is that French? Oh, oui, oui. I'm an idiot. Oi! Oy vey. I don't think I can continue. French bread, also known as a wee wee. Why don't you just put wee wee? All right, also known as a baguette, it's a long, thin loaf made from basic lean dough. It also has become a symbol of French culinary tradition. The bread was actually a result of a French law passed in 1920, which prohibited bakers from working before 4 a.m. As a result, the bakers had to adjust how they made their bread, and voila, the baguette was born. At least I didn't say viola. I bet you thought I was going to say that, didn't you? Yeah, voila. Oi, oi. Look, it says oi. It says O-U-I. Well, I don't speak French, do I? All right. I do love a good baguette. Bread is so good. It's so bad for you, but it's so good. Go to Olive Garden, those breadsticks, to die for. To die for. Our daily bread. They were in a couple weeks ago on a Tasty Tuesday. That was some fine bread. Do love a good bread. All right. Well, viola and oi oi. There you go. It's a Friday morning, y'all. All right, trivia time. We asked you earlier, what is the shape of a goat's pupil? Square, diamond, circle, or rectangle? 66% of y'all got it right on the QR code club. It is, in fact, rectangle. It enhances their peripheral vision to keep a lookout for predators. So it's a rectangle. I thought it was a diamond. Oh, well. Useless trivia probably knew that. I love stories that start off with a Florida man. But this guy actually has got a hack. You know how, eggs are so expensive these days, like $1 million for 2 of them? He's got a hack. He is eating, I hope you're not eating breakfast, but this guy is actually eating iguana eggs. Yeah, you heard it right, iguana eggs. His name's John Johnson. He lives on Marco Island. There's an invasive iguana problem, green iguana specifically. Basically, they were brought from Central America, South America as pets, and now they've become an issue all over the state, damaging seawalls and things like that. So he has decided one way to do it is go ahead and just eat their eggs. He prepares them like chicken eggs. Mixes in yolks, salt, pepper, Latin-inspired spices like fajita seasoning and garlic. He adds diced ham peppers. He doesn't say whether they taste just like chicken or not. But there you go. Iguana eggs it is. Why would you want to eat an egg? But I always say, at some point in history, somebody looked at the butt end of a chicken and said, "See that thing coming out of there? Hold my beer. I'm going to fry it up." Well, guys, you probably know March Madness is in full swing as the first full day of the NCAA men's basketball tournament kicked off Thursday. The game broke more than 50% of the brackets this year and was when Creighton beat Louisville. But things got worse after the dream of getting the perfect bracket when McNeese upset Clemson and Drake upset Missouri. Wow. Currently, there are, out of all the brackets between ESPN, CBS, Yahoo, and USA Today, only 3% remain perfect. Yikes. I don't know. I don't do a bracket. Do you have to know anything about basketball, or can you just kind of just pick pretty names? You can do whatever you want. You can guess. All right. You can. I would pick maybe like the cool mascots. That's how I do it. Like the Clemson Tigers. What's Duke? Are they the Devils? What? Blue Devils. Yeah, I like that. The Blue Devil, little Blue Devil. What are some other cool mascots out there?
Xavier Musketeers.
The Musketeers. I do love a good Musketeer. How about that? All right. See, I'd be great at this. It's too late, though. I can't do it now, right? Because we started. All right. Well, in search of the perfect bracket, only 3% are still perfect. My gosh. All right. Well, there it is, March Madness. It goes on for 2 weeks, I suppose. Can you tell I really don't know anything about basketball? It's fun to watch. I did start watching that Celtics documentary, though, on Max. It's pretty good. All right, guys, it is time for your second trivia question of the day. Because it is National Flower Day, what is South Carolina's state flower? The yellow jasmine, flowering dogwood, orange blossom, or common blue violet? I think it's the jasmine. You'd think I know this. I'm not from here, but I've been here like 25 years. Of course, I don't do flowers much. Where's Tim lying when you need him? Over at Tim's Touch in Lexington. I bet he knows. QR codes on the screen, by the way. All right, I'm going to go with yellow jessamine. I'm going to go with A. Give it a shot. Just not a flower guy. They die. It's like giving a card. You know, you get given a card for your birthday or Christmas. You open it up real quick to see if there's any money in it, and you move on. All right, so there's a list, according to USA Today, of the best places to work. With the criteria, over 150 employees, 39,000 workplaces were analyzed about just, hey, overall happiness. So let's see, what's on the list? I don't think I've ever heard of many of these at all. Let's see, Fairway Independent Mortgage Company. They're a mortgage company, clearly. Plant Morin, they're a CPA firm. Fannie Mae, of course, we've heard of Fannie Mae. Progressive Insurance. I guess it's good to be Flo. Okay, the Baldwin Group, they do insurance. Mountain America Credit Union. Never heard of that. And New American Funding. So there you go. Maybe you work for one of those companies. Apparently people are happy there. I wouldn't move. I'm happy right here. Yes, that giant sucking sound. That's aimed right at my general manager. I'm happy here. I love it. All right, let's go ahead and jump into weather. What do you say? Before I get myself in trouble. All right, guys. Well, in everyone's quest for beauty, a new hack has emerged that supposedly works better and is cheaper than Botox. You got my attention. It involves rubbing the inside of a banana peel all over your face for a few minutes. Now, this is not a joke. It's a hack. This is according to the trend. It'll brighten and tighten the skin around your face. While there are antioxidants and anti-inflammatories in that, banana peels actually, they say there's no real scientific evidence to support claims that it's better than Botox. Well, I guess we're going to find out. So I've got to rub this thing all over my face. I just put it on. It's going to take my makeup off. Can I just set it on my face like that? You got to rub it in, but the peel. But which side of the peel? Because then I'm just rubbing. Well, I'm just gonna. Okay, I'm gonna blot. We're gonna blot. How's that sound? We're gonna blot. Do I look any younger? No. It's a banana. Well, I'm also happy to see you. I mean, you know, there's that. Hey, here's something I bet you didn't know. Useless trivia. Did you know that people eat more bananas than monkeys? It's true. When's the last time you saw a person eat a monkey? All right, well, I'm going to try this at home a little later. I don't know. I feel younger and maybe a little stupid. All right, trivia time. We asked you earlier this hour, what is South Carolina state flower? The answer is yes, A, yellow jasmine. This indigenous flower was adopted as a state flower back in 1924. 90% of you in the QR Club code got it right. Not bad, guys. I'm so proud of you. Just warms the cockles of my heart, like deep inside, like the subcockles. I don't even know what the cockles of my heart are, but it's getting all emotional on you. I'm trying to be kind. I'm trying to decide if being kind is better than a pay raise. So far, it's not. Make it a good day, and you know what? Be good to each other. I am out of here.